this video, I'll be talking about data completeness dependency tool available within XRM Toolbox. Now, XRM Toolbox basically hosts multiple tools which allow you to perform various operations on your Power Apps and Dynamics 365 based applications. Not limiting to those, but then you can also find tools related to Power Pages, Power Automate, and other Power Platform solutions. Data completeness dependency basically allows you to find that dependency between various components that are available in the Dataverse. So, example, say if you have created a custom table, and in the custom table if you have referenced some external table. Now the external table can be out of the box table or maybe any other custom table. You can find out the dependency where it is being used. Now, quite possible, the field can be used in the form, field can be used in the views, field can be used in any other different places like the business rules or any other uh, components. Now, in order to find that, we will make use of this data completeness dependency tool. Okay, just to give you an example, now let me navigate to Power Apps. Now, if I go into apps, Power Apps, and I pick up the correct environment, now here I have got different tables. Now, there are some tables which are available out of the box, and there are some tables which I have created. So, account, appointment, contact. Now, if you see account and contact, these are available out of the box. Custom, these are some of the custom table which I have created with my own publisher. Now, if you see in, say, account, now if you open an account form, so I'll show you an example by opening a model driven app. So I already have created a couple of model driven app. So MDA animal welfare app and HR onboarding app. Now in this app, I have cr- created this account page. Now within the account page, say let me navigate to one of the account, and here if you navigate to the account, you will see that against an account there is a reference to another table which is of type contact. Okay, so if you see, this is account. Now here we have primary contact. Now what does this indicate is that account table is linked to primary contact, and you are using some field over here, right, as a primary contact. Similarly, if you navigate to the contact records, contact is also linked to an account. So the relationship is basically one is to many. One account can have multiple contacts attached to it. And if you're using similar kind of functionality for your custom table, then you need to find out where these fields are used within the form. So, in order to find that, we have a tool in the XRM toolbox named as Data Completeness Dependency Analyzer. Now, if you have not installed, you can navigate into the tool library and start finding Data Completeness Redundancy. So, Data Completeness and Dependency Analyzer. It analyzes the field data completeness and displays component dependencies for any table. Now, this is useful when you are deploying a solution from a lower environment to higher environment, and you want to include the dependent components within your solution. Also, when you want to delete anything, it is also helpful to find out that relevant dependency that exists between the tables. Okay, I've already installed this application, so let me navigate to data completeness and dependency. Now here I've already connected to my environment, and that's why it is showing me my environment over here. Now I have an option to close. I have option to select the table, analyze the table, get the dependency and export. So first pick up, say, contact table. So if I have a contact table over here, so I need to find that out because there are so many tables within the system. So I'll click on contact and then I'll say analyze the table. Now it will analyze the table and it say analysis complete. Select a field in the grid and click get dependency to waive as component dependency. So if I click on birthday, so this is one of the column, or maybe if I click on credit hold, okay, this will give you the logical name, the type, the populated, and the completeness. Now if I click on birthday and click on analyze table, it will analyze that specific piece of column and try to give you the dependency on the right hand side. Now we don't see any result over here. Let's go ahead and look into something else. So maybe let me pick up first name. So if I go here, or maybe first name. So first name or full name. So let me pick up first name and analyze the table. And now let me go ahead, click on first name and then get the dependency. So it will start retrieving the dependencies. And here, when you see the dependency listing over here, there is a component type, there is a GUID and a component name. Now, the first name is being referenced in the system form. It is being used in the SDK message process. It is being used in the saved query, entity relationship, and is being used across multiple places in the email template. So that's the first name being used. If I go into say gender and click on get dependencies, gender is being used but in a limited fashion. So it's being used in the system form. So it's being used in the information, AI for sales, so on, right? Similarly, I can go ahead and pick up another table. So let me pick up an account table and I'll click on analyze table. So once you select the table, click on analyze table so that it will list down all the column name. And I click on account name, get dependency, and account name will be used at numerous places over here. So as you see, account name is being used at account, system form, saved query visualization, and different areas of attributes. So record ID, customer, target, and all this along with the GeoID. So this will be a helpful thing for you to understand where it is all being referenced. Now, I have also a custom table defined. So I have a custom table named as ticket. So let me find that out. So if I can find ticket, now yes, I have this gcop underscore ticket. Let me analyze the table. And here I have this custom table ticket. So if you see here, new ticket. And here I have a field called as ticket contact. So ticket contact. Now this is actually a lookup to a contact table. So if I click on get dependency, here you will see that there is a relationship between the contact table, and that's what has given me that reference. Plus it is being referenced in the system form information, and that's why it is shown over here. So if you see the form over here, I have updated the uh, information form and then I've added ticket contact. Now let me go back and go into ticket forms and maybe update the quick view and add a ticket contact field within the quick view. So I've added this and click on save and publish. So this is how you can add a reference from multiple table. Now this is a lookup table, lookup, and then I have added this column over here. Now I'll go ahead and click on get dependencies. And now here you will see one more system form has been added over here. So which is the ID is D5 ending with 7C. And if you see over here, this is that specific ticket number, ticket form. Now let me go back and let me go into the tool. Over here in the tool, I will go ahead and click on export. So if I click on export, what happens is it will ask me to save the CSV file. So click on save. Export is successful. And I've opened the CSV file. Now this is the CSV file it will show you. It will list down all the attribute name, display name, logical name, type, lookup, populated, completeness. So it will give you that entire list which you have seen on the left hand side. So this is how you can basically export the field details for a specific table using this tool. So that's it, folks. This is all about data completeness dependency tool within the XRM toolbox. Thanks for watching.